Hello all, in this video we will cover chapter 1 of history, how, when and where. If you look at these three words, these are the primary words associated with history or past events. Now let's see what is history and introduction to history. History is the study of past events and it is much more than memorizing dates. In this lesson we will learn how did it happen, when did it happen and where did it happen. History is about changes that occur over time. That is, finding how things were in the past and how things have changed over a period of time. Let's move on to the next slide. Periodization. How to periodize. Criteria to periodize. Let's read the slide. In 1817, a Scottish economist and political philosopher named James Mill published a book, History of British India. In this book, the Indian history is divided into three periods: Hindu, Muslim, and British. Let's look at this approach by James Mill. What he did was he divided Indian history into three periods named as Hindu, Muslim, and British. The reason behind this, before the British came in India, Hindu and Muslim ruled the country, which is true. There was a lot of discrimination on the basis of religion, caste, and superstitious activities, and which was a real life back then. With all these reasons, Mill thought only British rule could civilize India and help India to get out of all the social stigma. Social stigmas like sati, caste system, etc. He also felt it was necessary to introduce European manners, art, institution and laws in India. Basically, what he meant was the time in India before British rule was full of darkness, and after the British arrived, India started progressing and civilizing. But this kind of meaning cannot be accepted primarily because of the fact that there was no single period of history referred to as Hindu and Muslim. So, there is no point of categorizing a period based on the basis of a religion of a ruler. Now, another division came up where Indian history has been classified into ancient history, medieval history, and modern history. You have done ancient history in class 6th. In class 7th, you have done medieval history. And this year in class 8th, you will be doing modern history. So, the reason behind this division is to present a transition from ancient to modern period where Indian society developed and moved towards growth like modernity, democracy, liberty, and equality. But again, this type of division has problem as well. According to this division, when we say the society is moving from medieval to modern period, that was not completely true. Because the modern period is associated with British rule. And if you see, people did not have equality, freedom, and liberty under British rule. That's why many historians refer to this period, that is modern period, as colonial period.